My daughter's teacher publicly shamed her for having discount store supplies. Today, I bought her entire school. Mrs. Peterson held up Emma's backpack during morning circle time, examining the $3 notebook like it carried disease. This is why we have a specific supply list, class. When parents buy cheap alternatives, it affects everyone's learning experience. My 7-year-old daughter sat there, tears sliding down her cheeks as 22 first graders stared at her dollar store supplies spread across the teacher's desk. Real Crayola crayons, not these waxy substitutes. Mrs. Peterson continued, tossing Emma's perfectly functional 24-pack aside. Ticonderoga pencils, not generic brands that constantly break. Emma didn't tell me until Thursday. 4 days of pretending her stomach hurt. 4 days of begging to stay home. Finally sobbing into her cereal, she broke. Mrs. Peterson says you don't care about my education because you buy bad supplies. I stared at my daughter, rage building in my chest. Those bad supplies represented careful budgeting, choosing between name brands and groceries. I'd spent hours finding alternatives that would work just as well for a fraction of the cost. She made me use the classroom supplies, Emma whispered, but she tells everyone they're mine because you won't buy the right ones. I emailed Mrs. Peterson requesting a meeting. Her response was a masterclass in passive aggression. I understand budget constraints, but we must maintain standards. Perhaps the school counselor could direct you to assistance programs. Assistance programs because I bought $3 notebooks instead of $8 ones that weekend. I made some calls. Rees out. I wasn't the only parent Mrs. Peterson had humiliated. Single mom Sarah had been told her son's generic glue sticks were basically water. Maria's daughter was using borrowed supplies because her parents prioritized other things over education. By Monday, I had 17 testimonies. By Wednesday, I had a lawyer, but Thursday morning changed everything. I arrived at school to find Mrs. Peterson organizing a supply drive for underprivileged students in our classroom. A poster board displayed photos of generic supplies with red X's through them. Help your classmates succeed, it proclaimed. That's when I noticed the small print on the donation box. Coordinated by Mrs. Peterson, all donations distributed at teacher discretion. I called my lawyer from the parking lot. Then I called my accountant. Then I called the real estate agent whose number had been burning a hole in my pocket for 6 months. You see, what Mrs. Peterson didn't know about the mom who bought dollar store crayons was that I'd been living below my means for a very specific reason. My tech startup had just sold for 8 figures. I'd kept it quiet, maintaining our modest lifestyle while figuring out our next steps. Today, the purchase was finalized. Peterson Ed Open School is now owned by my newly established education foundation. The school board was thrilled to offload the aging building to someone committed to renovation. Mrs. Peterson will find out Monday morning along with a letter detailing new policies. No public discussion of supplies, no shaming based on brands, and a fully stocked supply room free for any student who needs it. Oh, and her contract, it's up for review by me. But the best part happened this afternoon. Emma and I walked through cart, filling cart after cart with supplies, not for us parent, for her entire class. Every brand, every price point, everything any child might need, even the expensive ones. Emma asked, eyes wide. Especially the expensive ones, I said, and the cheap ones, and everything in between. Monday morning, every child will find a gift bag on their desk, name brand, generic and store brand supplies all mixed together. Because education isn't about the label on your crayons. Mrs. Peterson wants to talk about standards. Let's talk about the standard of treating 7-year-olds with dignity. Emma asked if Mrs. Peterson will get in trouble. I told her no parenter. Mrs. Peterson is getting an education. The difference is this one's free. The supply room opens Monday. The renovation starts in summer, and somewhere in that school is a teacher about to learn that shaming children for poverty is a very expensive mistake.